But just wearing a baseball cap with your reading glasses or varifocals, bifocals, whatever type of glasses you have, it's not really going to raise too many suspicions, is it? Because it looks completely normal. But sunglasses and the baseball cap, compare the two. Yeah, this one looks normal. Nobody's really going to get too aroused, too suspicious in any way, shape or form. But sunglasses and a baseball cap, it shows basically you've got something to hide. You don't want to be seen. And so I would advise not to do that at all. Go for this combination. It's much safer, much easier. Take the cap off. Again, you're just wearing glasses. You're just a normal person, normal guy wearing glasses. There's nothing there to arouse anyone. And you must always be mindful of your appearance when in the underground. In fact, you must be, I could put it, almost obsessively vain about your appearance, in the sense that reverse vanity is that you don't really want to stand out. You don't want to attract attention. I never did anything to attract attention, quite frankly. I just remained the grey man. Tried to appear as normal and uninteresting as possible. And that's the art of deception. Let's go through a few tips on appearance. The sun is shining. Perfectly normal and understandable to wear sunglasses. Nobody's going to be suspicious of that, are they? Or are they? Maybe there are other combinations whilst wearing sunglasses that will make people suspicious. But combine the sunglasses with the baseball cap, and most people think this combination looks really cool, apparently. And it does attract attention, in actual fact. It makes it look like you've got something to hide. Take the sunglasses off, and you're just wearing a baseball cap, which is completely normal. People can see most of your face. Okay, the baseball cap, pull it down a little bit. Peek it. Okay, but don't pull it down like this so you look really shady. Just wear it normally. But combine it with sunglasses, and as you can see, suddenly you're on stage. And that's always been my opinion with this combination, is that you should resist using this combination. It's not good. So the purpose of being here in Leeds today is to show people how to do the ATM runs, and also how to disappear off the radar and hide under their very noses. It was great fun. Very stressful, very intense, but also thrilling and very satisfying, because I had some scores to settle here in West Yorkshire of a political nature from back in the early 1990s. And being there, I settled all of those scores in this city with West Yorkshire Police. So what's wrong with this ATM run? Let's take a look at the area. Does it look suitable? Is this the type of place where you would do an ATM run? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's too enclosed. There's no direct line of sight from distance. So now we're going to go to a location where there is a direct line of sight from distance. Follow me. So this is the perfect place to do the ATM run. And I've done this run many times. Down on the right hand side, about 150 yards away, is an ATM. Perfect line of sight, no matter if you approach it from this way or the other way. There's an intersection which allows you to look left and right to spot any form of ambush, any form of surveillance. So let's go a close up on it. Because there were no construction works when I used to use this run, as you can see on the right hand side. But this is the street that I used to use in Leeds to leave false trails and also withdraw cash. Never once got caught. It shatters the myth that everyone's seen on the TV series Hunted. Don't take too much notice if Peter Bleksley is a legend in his own mind, hyped up by the media, particularly on GB. As you can see here, perfect line of sight, 360. That's the ATM on the right hand side. You can see everything coming to the right. But they're uniformed or in plain clothes. You'll be able to spot them. So here's another perfect location for the ATM run. There's another one that I used to use. I used to use many here in Leeds, but these two were the best by far. Simply because you have direct line of sight from both ends. It's perfect. So on the right hand side there was the ATM that I used to use. One morning, approaching it from the other end, from Crown Point, I actually saw a police van parked directly outside the ATM up on the pavement, which means, quite simply, it's self-explanatory surely, you know, it's a potential ambush point. So you abandon it, and you can abandon it without having to cause any suspicion, raise any alarm whatsoever. No need to run, no need to panic. You just move away quickly, okay? Just walk away. And on that particular run at the bottom there are any manner of places where you can turn left or right without arousing suspicion. It's easy. And of course, you need to bear in mind you have to have some form of subtle disguise as well to ensure that they just can't visually lock onto you. But you must always be mindful of these things. It's not just the fact that you need to top up with cash, basically. In many cases, I used to do it just as a devil may care, as I guess you could say a law. I would go to a cash point basically and just draw £10 out, the minimum that I could, just to leave a false trail, knowing perfectly well they were monitoring my account and they would apt to action the information, whilst I'll be miles away, sometimes 100, 200 miles away, the same day, laughing at them. That is the whole purpose. It doesn't need to be grim. You know, you have to have some fun, otherwise there's no point doing this. You know, it's all part of the great game. It's all part of being hunted. Right, so the scene is clear. 1, 2, 3, make the run in on the ATM. Again, no need to be in a state of panic, feverish, sweating, etc. Bad idea. Control yourself. Be calm. It's all about being calm. And here we have the ATM. So you go in, you make the withdrawal, and you leave. And you can leave in that direction, or that direction, or that direction, and turn to the right. It's all about planning before you actually make the run. You don't fly blind. Never ever fly blind. Yeah? Think ahead. Study the environment. Be mindful of everything that you do. This is how professionals behave. This is why the hunters are nowhere near as good as Mr. Blexley and his little gang on Channel 4 think they are. Well, certainly not when they're operating against the likes of me, that is.